my name is Kasey Stewart, and today I will be informing you about the three main types of fishing line used today. I will tell you about the characteristics of each one and when and what you might want to throw on each line. The three lines are fluorocarbon, monofilament, and braided line. Fluorocarbon is the first line I will talk to you about today. It is made of nylon compounds. It has the smallest diameter of the three lines, so it is the thinnest. This allows for great sensitivity. You can feel the smallest fish bite to the smallest rock as you're dragging your bait across the bottom. It is also cheap. It's the cheapest of the three lines. So it's a great line to use if you're wanting to go perch fishing or crappie fishing or just any type of recreational fishing you want to do just to have fun. It's a great line. It's very abrasion resistant, so it's hard to break. But the key to fluorocarbon line is wetting the knot as you tie it. If you don't wet the knot, it probably will break. It does stretch some. It don't stretch as much as monofilament does, but it does stretch some. This helps for setting the hook. It helps to get the hook in the fish's mouth where they can't spit it out or shake it out. It also sinks, so it is not a good line to use for topwater. With its thin diameter and its ability to sink, it does fall really fast. It falls faster than the other two types of fishing line does. It is a great line to use for crankbaits or worms or jigs, just any type of fishing other than topwater because it does sink. The second type of line I will tell you about is monofilament. Monofilament is also made of nylon, just in a slightly different way. It is thin, but it's not as thin as fluorocarbon. It floats on the top of the water, so it is a good line to use for topwater baits, although you can use it for worms or jigs or just any other type of fishing. It falls slow because of its bigger diameter and its ability to float. So if you want your bait to fall slower, maybe you're crappie fishing and you want your jig to get to the brush pile a little bit slower, that's probably the best line to use in that situation. It's the most stretchy of the three, so it's a good line to use when you're setting the hook. It helps the hook to get in the fish's mouth the best. The third type is braided line. Braided line is made of fibrous compounds woven together. This structure of fibers and the woven structure that it has allows it to be very strong. It is hard to break. You can't hardly break it. It is also thin. It's thinner than monofilament, actually. It floats on the top. So with its strength and its woven structure, the sensitivity is very low. You can't hardly feel as much as you can with the others. But it don't break because it is so strong. It's almost impossible to break. You almost have to just cut your line if you get hung up. It is great to use for Alabama rigs, crankbaits, worms, just any type of fishing because it does float, so you can use topwater baits with it. It don't stretch though at all. So many times if you hook a fish, they are able to throw the hook out of their mouth because you can't really get it into them because it don't stretch. That's the three main types of fishing line used today: fluorocarbon, monofilament, and braided line. I hope from listening to this video you'll be able to know when to throw each line, when to throw each line, and the characteristics behind each line. If you have any questions, comment them on this post and I'll answer them the best way I can. Thank you for listening.